During the campus speaker shutdowns of 2019, a bunch of woke folk had been on a long anti-Trump demo in London. They arrived in a little town called Oxford. The next morning, being Che Guevara's birthday, several of the demonstrators formed a guitar circle. A community leader ordered everyone to partake in the guitar circle. After singing Imagine several times, the party secretary read the list of conversations we need to have. Then the text was taken up next. Those of the boys that had a little red book took them out. One gender non-specific person had only a deck of cards, and Z spread them out. The community leader saw the cards and said, "Bruh, put away those cards." After the commemoration was over, the non-gender specific person was taken prisoner and brought before the Revolutionary Committee. The marshal said, "Sergeant, why have you brought this specific non-gender person here?" "For playing cards in the guitar circle, ma'am," said the sergeant. The marshal asked the specific gender non-person, "And what have you to say for yourself, bruh?" "Much, ma'am," replied the Z. The marshal stated, "I hope so, for if not, I will punish you more than any specific person, gender non, was ever punished." The non-gender specific person said, "I have been on the march for about 6 months. I have neither a little red nor a little green book, but I hope to satisfy you with the purity of my intentions." And with that, the gender specific non-person started their story. "You see, ma'am, when I look at the one, that reminds me of Obi-Wan Kenobi in that film, and the two reminds me there's too much carbon dioxide. We're all going to die soon. When I see the three, I think of that Freddie Mercury bit and remember gay rights. And when I see the four, I think of the four horsemen, Dennett, Dawkins, Harris and the other one. I'm not sure if they further the narrative really, so let's skip on. And when I say the five, it reminds me of the 5 pillars of Islam, Zahat, Saub, Shahada, Salah and Hajj, which are also the names of my gender fluid children. When I see the 6, it reminds me of 6 starfish and 6 seahorses and 6 squid, because of all the plastic we put in the sea. And when I see the 7, it reminds me of the English river of that name and its pagan water sprites and pre-Christian deities. The 8 reminds me of that awful joke about IRA hunger strikers' telephone numbers and reminds me of Britain's continual and brutal repression of the Irish, still oppressed today despite their whiteness. And when I see the 9, I think of the German word for no, which is what I would definitely say if a German asked me next to Adolf Hitler or any other top Nazi.
Nein, 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 nein.
I see the 10. I think of the 10 halves, tentacles of capitalism creeping through our egalitarian society. And I see the king, reminds me that there is but one king, and that king is Elvis Presley. No, Elvis Presley stole music from the black people. I meant Martin Luther King. When I see the Queen, I think of Freddie Mercury again, and suppressed matriarchy. And the Jack reminds me of Jack. Did you eat Jack? He made a Swampy. You know Swampy? You don't? Alright, Jack, hang on. But the Jack reminds me of Jakarta and the horrible oppression of Indonesia. When I count the number of spots in a deck of cards, I find 365, the number of official genders in New York. There are 4 suits, the number of attempted presidential impeachments per month. There are 12 picture cards, which reminds us that Christianity is actually based on a pagan zodiac. And of course, should I use these cards for a game of bridge, I would definitely call no trumps. So you see, sir, my deck, My deck of cards serves me as a woke Bible, an almanac, and a secularist prayer book. And friends, this is a true story. I know. I was that social justice warrior